Have you ever wondered which altcoins could be the worst investment choices when we get our next run up in altcoins and Bitcoin? I'm going to go through that in this video. First of all, let me show you Solana. This is definitely not one of the worst altcoins. It's one of the better ones. But when you look at the chart, you can see here from the December lows, clear impulsive price action with normal pullbacks. Like sometimes it could be 60% in the wave 2, which is normal. So this would be a 1 and a 2. And all of this is wave 3 ensuing, which is very strong in Elliott wave. But notice as we get the trend stronger, notice how shallow the pullbacks are. Look at these pullbacks, very, very shallow. So what we're looking for with the strongest coins, because this is already from $8 to where it is now, it's already more than 10x, even though it's a larger market cap coin. So it doesn't matter, even if the market cap is large, you can still get massive returns. But you need to see impulsive price action of ideally some sort of new low. That's what I'm looking for with these altcoins. And when I don't see that and I see choppy, rubbish price action, I stay away. And it's been doing well for me so far. So you should consider it. First one to discuss. This is a daily chart of Matic USD. So Polygon, very, very popular on crypto YouTube, crypto Twitter. And recently here, we broke through and we hit a price of $1. Everybody was going crazy on Twitter. Let me show you. If you just type in Matic USD, you can see everybody's waiting for breakouts, everybody's long, everybody's very excited. And even if it's a 1%, 2% gain, they go crazy over it. I have no idea what the obsession with this particular altcoin is. Yes, one of the largest chains and stuff like that, but this can all change within months to a couple of years when it comes to cryptocurrency. Everybody's drawing charts showing when the breakout's going to happen. Now, at some point, the price could drag up. Absolutely, no doubt that could happen. But when you look back at the chart, it gives you everything you need to know. Because this was the new swing low on May, but the price action going up has been very, very corrective. That's a problem. When the price action going up is not impulsive like we saw with Solana, you can see it. Even if you're new to trading, look how choppy the move's been going up. And in terms of percentages, look how much we've moved. We've hardly moved off the lows here in October, but everything else has been doing 100%, 200%, 300% plus. Even the larger coins. What has this done? From 50 cents, we're now at 80 cents. Pathetic. Like this is one of the worst moving ones you'll ever see. So even if you caught the exact lows, you'll only be up, let's say about 40, 50% here. That's not good at all. And even now, the price action is looking choppy. That's a problem. So what do I see with Matic going forward? I see maybe it will grind up and it will tag these highs. Will forever be in this consolidation of correction. And that's not what you want. You don't want this going sideways and grinding and being choppy whilst everything else is taking off. So that's definitely one of my picks for the worst investments you could have right now. So it's Polygon. But how could you actually trade it if you're absolutely convinced fundamentally it's an amazing coin? Well, if we say that this was the correction and it ended here and we are beginning something, you can wait. You don't need to be invested in this. You can wait for it to actually break out and start doing something interesting. And when it does, and when it starts having 20% moves, then maybe you can trade it. But I would argue against it because I think other things will move a lot more. Another one I've been proven right again and again is XRP. The move off the lows. Where's the significant lows we saw? In April 2020, we had this move from 11 cents all the way up to 1.8. And I was involved in some of that. And it was a good move. But when you look at the price action, it's extremely choppy, even from those lows. And we haven't re-explored those lows yet. And we've been going sideways here, doing nothing for a year and a half. Now, yes, you could argue this is consolidation and we're going to set up a breakout soon. But why wait for that? So this is another one which since the October lows has done absolutely nothing. So in terms of the move from October when everything else was pumping, where did we get to? For the recent crash, we would only have been 6% up if you sold there. Now we've moved up a little bit more, we're 18%. This is mad because other things have gone up 500% in the same time. So my thesis with this is the same. Wait to see if it actually does anything. Let it do something first, and then maybe I'll be interested. But otherwise, this is one of the worst investments. And you could tell it's one of the worst just by looking at how it's performed over the last couple of years. Not good. And these next few I discuss are going to be a little bit controversial perhaps, but I'll explain exactly why. Sand, another one. In 2021, there was a massive narrative, and that was Metaverse narrative. And some of these coins, even without a lot of fundamentals, did very, very well. Really well. And since then, obviously, they've crashed badly. But what I'm more interested in is this is a new low here at 27. And how much have we moved here when everything else was moving up? 60%. Again, massively underperforming everything else. But what does the price action look like? It's choppy. Again, very, very choppy, especially from here all the way to where we are now. A lot of overlap. You don't want to see that. Sometimes in the initial part, let's say this is the big move. In the initial part of that move, you get some overlap. It's called nesting in Elliott Wave, and then you get a massive breakout. Now, if it doesn't break out and then suddenly go to $2 in the next few days, then this is not nesting. This is literally all corrective price action that is, again, just going to either grind up or grind sideways and go nowhere. So this is one I'm not interested in at all. Again, it used to be a good one for me. Even if you're just trading some of the pullbacks and stuff, you could get good moves, but not anymore. And the other thing about some of the weaker ones is you'll find that from January, that move from January, they've actually broken lower again from that move. Now, most coins haven't done that. Their actual low was January, and they've maintained a higher high. They've gone up like this, come down, and maintained a higher high. Let me show you an example. This is Fetch. This is an AI coin, but look what it did from the lows in December. 1, 2, and now it's probably going to get support around these tops, around 50 cents and above, which is what you want to see. And then, if this is indeed a 1, 2, and we're working out the smaller 1, 2, we're going to have blast off. That's what could happen with Fetch. But notice, higher high, much higher than the low we printed in November 2022. That's what you want to see with the most bullish coins in terms of a setup. Decentraland, another one I'm not going to touch. Anything related to Metaverse is not worth touching right now because it's not a trending narrative anymore. And the price action, look, we're printing brand new lows. Don't want to see that. And even after these lows, we're moving in a way that's showing no strength whatsoever. So even if these go up a little bit and grind up, my point is that you're not going to make anywhere near the gains on this as you will on some of the other altcoins. And if they're all kind of similar market cap, similar risk profile, why would you go over the ones that barely move? And what's worse is if these really lose interest, they could actually be going down whilst everything else is going up. Don't want to see that either. And I know for a fact these coins are not going to do as well because I literally log in and watch the percentage moves every single day. And these are constantly underperforming. The other one, now this is a 50-50, is Cardano because it was generally doing absolutely nothing, really nothing here, but then it did have a strong push. And this was based on fundamental news. So it has that push. So this may now try and do something, but a lot of people will still argue that this is very, very choppy price action from the low here in June. And it's not really, it may not really do anything in terms of where the price is now, where the lows are. Like we're only up a 2x, we're up 100%. Not great at all. So if this maintains weakness and doesn't really do anything from here and kind of drags down as the volume in Cardano drags down, I would stay out. And I would follow some of the stronger coins, some of the ones that I discuss regularly on this channel. Because your main goal is whatever your trading account is, you want to make it larger. that is more than likely your main goal with cryptocurrency. And if that's just your main goal, you should be backing the winners, not the losers. If there are any cryptocurrencies you'd like me to review, mention them in the comment section below. Thanks for listening.